Welcome back to Green Tiger Claw Productions and continuing our look at continuing our little celebration of Super Mario Brothers figures in anticipation of the release of the upcoming Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is a month away. Oh boy. We had a look at Mario last time, so from the first Super Mario Brothers movie by Illumination Studios, we are having now a look at who I always felt was the superior of the two brothers. We're having a look at Luigi. He's always wondered, why does no one pay attention to Luigi? Well, you get your chance now, Luigi. Yeah. Like I said, Luigi, I always thought he was the much cooler of the two brothers. I always played him the most in Super Mario Brothers 2, or, Doki Doki Panic, I suppose. But I know the game is new as Super Mario Brothers 2. Kind of my favorite before Yoshi came along. So Luigi, always thought Luigi was really cool. Figure-wise, I'm glad Luigi's going to have a much bigger role in the first movie, or in the second movie, sorry. In the first movie, Luigi was more or less relegated to a plot device. He was just he was the requisite, captured character who Mario had to rescue. Funny enough, it was Luigi, not Peach. Wow. He's going to play a much bigger role in the second movie. He's not just going to be, although he did get to do a little battling in the finale of the movie, so didn't leave my boy hanging. Figure-wise, very similar to his brother. Once again, he's got the cap, nice poofy cap with the seam on it, stitches. Got the L, once again with stitches on it. Face, acrylic eyes that follow you. Nice textured mustache and textured hair. Nice look on the ears. Bit more of a pinkish hue on the nose. So, kind of gives it that cuter kind of appeal look. No visible mouth of any description. That's strange. I'm going to have to look back at Mario. I don't think he had a mouth either. Nice collar of a shirt. Nice overalls with the stitching. Golden buttons in them. Stitching on the back. Yeah, but I'm not going to go any further. Nice folds and wrinkles in the sleeves. I'm going to repeat myself from the Mario review a little bit here because, well, Luigi's very similar. Nice lines in the gloves. More of that nice denim look on the overalls. Got those... got those gold buttons. Not as neat as on Mario. That's kind of the signature Jack-specific quality control there. Yeah, nice seam of stitches down the middle. Let's look on the pant legs. Pretty cool. Nice boots again. Nice laces and Once again, texture on the bottom. So that's nice. Color scheme, green, of course, Luigi's going to be green. You know, gold for the buttons here, right here, and right here. Overalls are a bit of a darker blue than that of his brother here. You know, Mario is a bit more vibrant with the color of his overalls. I think his boots are a bit of a darker brown as well. No, Mario does not have a mouth. That's interesting. Yeah. Of course, white for the gloves and, you know, all that jazz. He does look good next to his brother. Articulation, he can disagree with you. Can't really agree with you. Cap does not come off as per usual. Arms go out, in, all the way around, bend, turn. Ball joint gloves. Kind of a waist rotation. Little bit of an ab crunch. Outward kick, kick forward. Not really a kick back. Swivel at the thigh. Bend at the knee. And ball joint at the boot. So, or shoe rather, not boot. So, you know. And get some nice poses out of old Ouija here. That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario. All right, yeah. Put him aside for accessories. Yeah. Another little piece of Jack-specific quality control here. His leg doesn't seem to line up as well as this one does. If I get the if I get the seam here of his, if I get the stitching here to line up, right? His leg doesn't quite line up. Once again, I think that is just more of Jack Specific's notorious quality control that I often get. Oh, also nice pocket here. Once again, much like Mario's. Yeah. And you gotta help us. All right. Sorry, I just had to do that. He does come with an accessory, a flashlight. Very nice looking. Nice detail right here. Nice button right there. There's the light itself. I find his accessory to be a bit more acceptable than Mario's because, well, it's actually, you know, yep. Just squeeze that in there. It's actually game adjacent, you know, Luigi's Mansion and all that. So, you know, just get him walking through a nice spooky hallway. So he comes with a nice little accessory too, an accessory that actually makes sense. Although Mario's made sense because, you know, he's a plumber and all that, but you know, Luigi's makes a bit more sense because, you know, it's actually game appropriate. Once again, don't have to use this as movie Luigi. You can just use this as game Luigi, because, you know, if I get... Oh, let's see, well... The only other version of Luigi I have is his cat form here, you know. But in the face, yep, very, very similar, just a little bit smaller. Also, let me get, kind of have to do this because, well, I kind of have to. Here's Tails from the third Sonic movie. And then here's Tails from the second Sonic movie. Yeah, they're, yeah. Just had to make that quick comparison. Here he is with the, well, not the one and only, but Yoshi! Yeah. Yep. Got my hands on this guy, and I like him quite a bit. So here's the evened out trio. I think these three look great together. And then if I just get Toad. Yeah, Toad unfortunately looks like he's going to have a little bit of a jealous streak against Yoshi here, but I think these guys look fantastic together. Yeah. So yeah, that's my whole Mario movie verse setup here. I'm really liking the look of it. But as for Luigi himself, Luigi himself is a nice figure. Although, like Mario, there is a new version of him out. You might be more inclined to pick him up. But once again, just like Mario, based on what I've seen, they don't seem to be that different, except for the additional finger articulation that the new Mario figures have. So if you've already got this Luigi, I don't really see a need to pick up the new one, because, you know, he's fantastic. Once again, not just as game Luigi, but also as, you know, just a Luigi figure in general. I did like who they picked for Luigi, Charlie Day. Like, if Luigi spoke full sentences, that's what I'd imagine he sounds like, other than, you know, the whole, you know, animated series, you know, Mario, yeah, just, yeah, but Luigi's pretty nice, just as nice as Mario. So if you can find this fellow, probably your best bet is going to be Amazon or eBay, because, you know, once again, there's a new version of him out. But if you can find this particular Luigi, yeah, and if you don't have the new one yet, yeah, go ahead, snatch this guy right on up. So, this is Green Tiger Claw Productions, and I'm signing off. Catch you later. Mama Luigi! Luigi, stop calling me Mama.